Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. This video is a very special video because we have a special collaboration with Samsung over here where they actually went and sent me the Samsung 980 Pro. It basically also has the heatsink too as well mixed on in, which is perfect for your PlayStation 5 and also for your PC too. And we're going to have some links down below due to the actual hashtag ad for this actual video itself for how you guys can go and buy and get one yourself. I do highly recommend the Samsung products, and as well, I do know the PlayStation 5 is a little bit daunting when it comes to installing and basically setting up your SSDs. I know quite a few of you guys are still trying to get your PlayStation 5s, or you guys just recently got one, and we do know that sometimes your gaming console does get a little bit filled on up when it comes to storage. So I do want to say I do highly recommend this specific brand right here with all the links down below. Samsung has been lovely to go and work with, and it lets me go and show you guys the installation process because I know it can be a little bit daunting. And as well, as I mentioned, you guys also can go and utilize these up on the PC, but I know a lot of you guys out here have your PS5s, and I'm going to be using this specifically for my PS5 too as well. There's also a few little recommendations that Sony themselves do have, which these actually do go and fit up everything you guys need with the Samsung 980 over here. So it's very lovely to go and check on out. Once again, all the links down below, and thank you so much Samsung for sponsoring this video, and I hope you guys will all appreciate it. And of course, if you guys can, leave a like on it or comment down below. And of course, if you guys are brand new, I'd love if you guys would subscribe to the channel itself. This should be a pretty good one and a fun one, and I'll make sure the whole process is super easy for all of you guys out there who might be a little bit worried for installing your SSDs on your consoles. So now let's go and begin the fun part. So I know I've had a lot of tweets and YouTube comments and basically just a lot of people being a little bit scared when it comes to actually installing your SSD, whether it's into your PlayStation 5 or your PC. Thankfully, we have all the things we need right in front of us. It's very easy to do. And just to go and prove on how easy it is, I'm just going to do it for my very first time myself in front of all of you guys. So if there's any small hiccups, don't mind me. But thankfully, there's not too many things you have to worry about. Number one is make sure you do have a proper screwdriver with a proper 4-figure head. Just so you guys can go remove the screw that will be inside the PlayStation 5 itself. As well, just a little additional mention, make sure your SSD, which is this, if you guys have never seen an SSD, here you guys go, does also have a heatsink. Some SSDs out there do not, but thankfully this lovely Samsung 980 Pro does have this included for the version I am using, which does make this process so much easier, and once again why I highly recommend you guys go pick this up with the links down below. And of course, obviously, you need to make sure you have your PlayStation console or your PC if you guys are going to be using and installing your SSDs on into it. So one big thing to kind of go and note is this was the scariest part. I did this before this video started recording, is that you have to actually go and remove the top of your PlayStation 5. And I think this is probably one of the more scarier and daunting things for folks out there, which does go and open up your PlayStation 5 into this. I'm going to go and put this up on its actual top so you guys can see which side I'm using. I am actually using a PlayStation 5 Disc Edition, just so you guys all know. So you guys can use this front side as a reference point, or also use the PlayStation 5 logo to kind of go and see where the actual console actually is at. You guys can see it right here down below. So I'm going to be putting this down on the ground itself, and this is the internals of the console overall. So for now, we can say this for later. It's a-okay. It's very easy to remove, very easy to also reinstall. You guys should not go and worry about it. So the one major thing you guys want to be on the lookout for right here is the SSD basically holder. This slot is specifically made for the PlayStation 5 to install your SSDs on. So this is where you need to go have the screwdriver. So obviously, as of all here together, we are going to be removing this, and you guys do want to make sure you guys keep this screw, especially for the future. So I'm going to go and unscrew this on over here. And as I'm probably messing this on up, you guys can go and make fun of me on the comment section down below. So you guys definitely want to go and keep your screws as you guys go and have them over here, because you will actually be just reinstalling this up here in a second. So this could be put off to the side for a second, and we can go and actually use this to go and lift up our SSD. As I've mentioned, I've never done this before, so I might be a little bit worried and a little bit afraid. So if I sound a little bit weird, maybe I'll just have to go and cut up and edit up some of this video. But this should be a pretty easy process for all of you guys. That shouldn't be too daunting. So as you guys can see, I went and had a chance to go and pop up the lid itself. You just want to put this off to the side. And one kind of big thing to note is you guys can maybe see this right over here. We have a 110, 80, 60. We also have a 42 and a 30. These are all just for the various sizes of different SSDs, which is why I also kind of implore you guys just to go and get the same SSD I picked up over here, a nice little Samsung 980 Pro, because you guys can kind of see and utilize the format. So what you guys want to go and see, and I'm also doing this on the opposite side, so it's kind of reverse for me, so don't mind any hiccups on this. You basically want to go and, first and foremost, measure out the size of your actual SSD. So as you guys can see over here, it does utilize most of the space, and it will end up on the 80 slot right here. And once again, I'll show you guys for this. As you guys can see, the SSD is over here and placed on into the PlayStation 5 over there. So then first and foremost, you do want to make sure you can actually go and plug it on in. SSDs are a little bit more on the stranger side, where they're not just an insert thing, say as a USB, but when you get to go and plug this in, you have to put it into an angle itself, which I may want to go and cut into that for that, but that may have actually possibly worked right there. And then in regards right afterwards, you just want to make sure you guys get in your screw to go and make sure the 80 degree or actual 80 number right there is all set for the console itself, and you want to make sure it's all locked on in. Once again, this is probably a lot easier when you're not trying to go and do everything on reverse for camera. It's a very, very simple and easy process. Now, just for the sake of the actual video itself, I'm just going to go and spin this up here just a little bit quicker and essentially kind of give you guys the really quick, like, faster motion. Obviously, you want to make sure it's all screwed on in. Obviously, you want to make sure it's all locked on in, and obviously, you want to make sure it's fully installed in a nice proper angle, locked on in, so you don't have any more hiccups whenever you have to remove the console. And then, obviously, after you guys go and do that, you go and just go and screw it on in. Mix on in, make sure it's all locked on in. Once again, please make it a little bit more efficient than I am. I'll just do this more for the sake of time itself. As you guys go and screw it on in, you thankfully can just go and put your console cover right back up on top, and basically once you go and relaunch it back on in, you're good to go utilize your console. It's a very, very easy, simple process. As you guys even saw from me doing this on the very first time, it took maybe, 3 minutes to go and do that? If that, maybe an extra 2 minutes to go make sure I have a proper screwdriver mixed on in. So, I know a lot of you guys have been a little bit scared, you guys have been a little bit worried when it comes to all this stuff, but thankfully companies like Samsung made this extremely easy by also including the heatsink with some of their products, as well as just, I have to be honest, the PlayStation itself was a very in and out system too as well. So once again, thank you so much Samsung for sponsoring this video. I do highly recommend the 980 Pro. Those will be linked down below in the description and also on the very top of my pinned comment section. If you guys ever have any questions, you guys are very welcome to go tweet at me or leave a YouTube comment on this, or if you guys also want to go give your own recommendation for how much you guys love the Samsung Pro itself after you guys go pick one up, feel free to as well. But that's the end of this video. It's not that hard, it's super easy, and I just want to give another major thank you to Samsung themselves for sponsoring this segment of this video, and overall being an awesome and fantastic company for sending me this SSD to go and showcase and highlight for you guys. And I hope all of you guys will not be afraid like I was to install your SSDs into your consoles or also in your PC computers. Thank all of you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video, and like I said, any comments and questions down below, I'll try my best to go and answer. I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching, and once again, major shout outs to Samsung. The 980 Pro will be linked down below, and once again on the top of the description as well, in the pin section, in the comment section down below. Thank all of you lovely folks for watching, and I'll see you guys up in the next one.